advantage and the big reach advantage 1 day apart. Both unbeaten. Samuel slightly more, but Alexander with neither have complete knockdowns for. That's the big statistic, 35 there.
Our official for this contest appointed by the British Boxing Board of Control. The steward in charge is Dr. Ozzy Ross. The timekeeper, Mr. Vacant from Harrow. And the referee from Derby, Mr. Thomas. Introducing the boxers, fighting out of the red corner. He wears the gold trunks trimmed with black and comes from Newport, England in South Wales. He weighed in 10 stone, 13 pounds and 6 ounces, and from a 15-fight has a perfect record of 15 wins, 10 wins coming by way of knockouts. He's the current IBF Intercontinental Champion. Presenting South Wales is Paul Samuel. And across the ring, ladies and gentlemen, in the blue corner, wearing the royal blue trunks, trimmed with white, Croydon in South London. He weighed in at 10 stone, 13 and 1/4 pound, and also has a perfect record, 13 wins from 13 contests, 11 wins by way of knockout. He comes to the ring, the current Southern area light middleweight champion, ladies and gentlemen, Croydon's Wayne Alexander.
Such anticipation here at ringside.
Just give me a good clean contest. Just one final thing. Remember to defend yourselves at all times, or unless you hear me shout stop boxing. Touch gloves.
Look how focused they both are.
12-3.
Both fighters 26. Both have never lost. Both have been wobbled and hit the floor. Together they have scored 35 knockdowns in only 28 fights. Who will land first? It's an old cliche, but blink and you will miss it, and the fight will be over. Keep your eyes glued to the right hand of Paul Samuels. Trainer Enzo Canzaghi says that weapon will catch Alexander cold in seconds, or his big left hook. But Alexander just look for anything he throws. The British light middleweight title, Jim, let's go to war.
Yeah, but that's what we have to expect here. I know we've been disappointed in the past with some fights that have been hyped up, but I don't see any way this can be anything but a thriller.
Alexander will be looking to draw Samuels in to fight at close range. Samuels to stick on the end of the jab, already a little bit of red marking underneath the right eye of Paul Samuels. Alexander trying to dig a shot into the body. Has been sparring with Mark Baker, the super middleweight, for extra strength.
Well, no fancy dance stuff, Adam. They're standing right in front of each other. Probably Samuel's timing a little bit better. He's settled quicker, I think, than Alexander.
Yes, he might throw the more accurate shot, Samuels, but does Alexander have that extra power, and will that be decisive? Glances to the corner. Enzo Calzaghe says they will win this fight because they have two plans, an A and B. Looks like only one at the moment, as both are going to war.
Well, Samuels is doing the right thing. He's being careful, but he's not backing off. You can't back off this guy. If this guy's coming forward, he'll take your head off. So Samuels is boxing, he's thinking what he's doing, but he's standing his ground. This is a good first round.
Alexander switches to southpaw this early on. Samuels has that big reach advantage, doesn't he? And he wobbles Alexander with a little left hand. He's going for the left hook, the right goes in. Alexander's legs wobble. Calzaghe, the corner, shouting Paul Samuels in. Alexander looks dazed.
He should be thinking defence here, and he doesn't know how to think defence.
Left hook by Paul Samuels, and Alexander's in serious trouble in this first round. But that's when he was at his most dangerous against O.J. Abrahams, to come back and floor him twice in that opener that they had back in May last year. But early success to Paul Samuels from Newport.
Yep, excellent tactics, as I say. He's standing his ground, he's taking up a defence, he's keeping tucked up, and he's putting power into the shots. He's settled quicker than Alexander, and he's come out top in the first round here.
Concerned look on the face of Jimmy Tibbs already in the corner. But a left hand from Alexander as he comes back. And Samuels holds on. Great opener. A little cut as well to add to Alexander's problems just underneath the right eye. Good round for Paul Samuels, Jim.
Paul Samuels nicked around on my card. I think that the big problem for Wayne Alexander, he doesn't even want to think about defence. He loves getting in there, getting on with the job, but you have to, when you're in with a puncher, okay, tremendous puncher himself, but you have to think defence when you're hurt. When he was tagged a couple of times, and you could see he looked a little bit stationary, and the big punches started to come, which we thought might have caused a knockdown. That was a beautiful punch. At this point, you have to be thinking defence, just to get your head clear, then get leverage back into your shots. But an excellent first round, as good as we had hoped.
Jimmy Tibbs has been working in the gym of getting Wayne Alexander's chin down. And that's what he's having there as we go into the second of this British middleweight title. Vacant, because Ensley was stripped. Two fighters against each other, neither have tasted defeat. Paul Samuels in the yellow trunks from Newport, looking to keep the range of Wayne Alexander. Blue from Croydon. Alexander to get close so he can work the body and try and soften Samuels up. He goes to the head. Samuels says, come on. He wants to trade.
Alexander's punches look a little bit laboured at the moment. That was a better left hook. He seems to be putting the punches in rather than snapping them in. I wonder if he's a little bit tense. He was trying to show how much he fancied the job before the first bell, but I think maybe he's a little bit tense. And if that's the case, he's going to burn up a lot of nervous energy. He has to loosen up a little bit.
Jim, he was very nervous at the weigh-in last night, and Paul Samuels looked extremely relaxed, mentally focused. He suffers from nerves too as well. But I thought he looked terrific, but back comes Alexander. Don't forget his power. He's nearly had every man he's fought down on the canvas. Swinging that hook, and back comes Samuels, trading with him, rights, and here's that hook going in again, and again.
Good defensive boxing from Samuels then. Samuels is maybe just putting a little bit more thought into what he's doing than Alexander.
Already holding, and this is only the second round. Surely this cannot go that much further with the bombs they're throwing in there.
Well, this is every bit as good as we hoped it would be. I just feel Samuels' boxing is a little bit more controlled than Alexander. Alexander, he looks a little bit tense. The punches are not flowing naturally. And if he is tense and forcing the action, he's going to start running out of steam.
Both normally make quite slow starts. Sometimes a problem with motivation for Samuels, and Alexander has been working the gym on a quick get out of the blocks. But Samuels here looks to have got off to the better start.
Samuels' tactics have been good in the first couple of rounds. Done a few silly things with his hands, don't want to do that, but he's feeling cocky, feeling confident.
Good left jab that went through from Paul Samuels, just rocked Alexander momentarily. They're both tired already.
I think there's just so much strain here.
Back to a real bar brawl for the British light middleweight title. There's Jimmy Tibbs getting angry with Wayne Alexander in the corner.
Yeah, I think he's entitled to do that because he's throwing caution to the wind. He's taking many chances and he's been pinned in the end of some lovely punches from Samuels. He wants to tighten up a little bit and the punches have to flow. Just a little bit tense, Alexander, I feel.
Third round of this cracker here in short of Wayne Alexander from Croydon, unbeaten in 13 with 11 knockouts. And the yellow shorts of Paul Samuels, who's got to a very solid start. He's unbeaten in 15. Alexander trying to get his jab going, but Enzo Calzaghe was saying it's only a half a jab he throws. Let's get that left hook in though. Terrific action, and Alexander going into Samuels, who smiles, but he's hurt by the right hand. And he tries to hold on.
Samuels has made so many basic errors in his defence as he backs off. He drops his hands and pulls his chin back. He's asking for trouble.
He now swings left and right. Alexander catches a couple clean. His gloves up. One or two are getting through. Both men hurt here in the third round, and the crowd are on their feet. They're loving it.
I sometimes feel Samuels is a little bit more solid looking. I think Wayne Alexander.
Shot. Good right hand from Alexander, and Samuels taps him on the back of the head. Well done, but Alexander's power starting to get through. Samuels pulling the shot. He's stood upright, but how much more can he take? Another left hand. Alexander senses now he's got the Newport man going.
Again, a terrible defence. His hands are nowhere. Okay, he's slipping nose, but he's got to be tucking up, getting that chin down and the hands up.
With motivation has gone. Both men intense on this. So much, but Alexander's got the power. Left to right going in, and Samuels, if it hadn't been for those ropes, surely would have gone down. He's caught it off, and Paul Samuels goes out of the ring. Wayne Alexander wins in a dramatic third round and takes the British light middleweight title. Wonderful scenes for the man from Croydon. Paul Samuels is being helped back into the ring after what he'd had. It was a terrific start. That is his first defeat, and Enzo Calzaghe, his trainer's first defeat in 67 fights. The jubilant crowd here in Dagenham. And after a tremendous start, Jim, Paul Samuels just got caught up in it.
Well, in the first couple of rounds, I commented on how controlled Samuels' boxing was. Total control, thinking everything he did. Then suddenly he forgot all about his defence. Every time he took a punch, he dropped his hands and tried to pull his shin out of trouble. The finishing right hand that finished the job on the ropes was a corner. As soon as that punch landed, the fight was over, and the referee realised that. Wonderful fight, wonderful performance for both guys, especially obviously the winner, Wayne Alexander.
Paul Samuels just receiving a little helping hand, and he's back on his feet. Thank for that. He shakes his head, obviously disappointment, but joy for Wayne Alexander. And how about this for a finish?
See, that was the punch, beautiful punch, and this is where you have to think defence. This time, thankfully, he didn't think about defence, but his hands were all over the place. Then he started ducking and diving, trying to slip punches, getting back with shots of his own. I mean, this was how exciting the fight was all the way through. Full credit to Alexander. He didn't do it the easy way. He took some tremendous shots. Badly hurt after that punch, but he stuck with it.
Alexander coming through, that right hand was a cracker, wasn't it?
I mean, both guys landed the big bombs, but the trouble was the control and the good defence that Samuel showed in the first couple of rounds just deserted him. He started ducking, diving, trying to slip punches, and just lost his way. But this fellow, he really has natural punching. From that point on, the fight was over. Totally lost the plot. Look at his hands, open target, and the right hook come over. That's the one, that's the one. As soon as that punch landed a little bit high on the head, the fight was all over.
A fantastic battle and a clinical finish for Wayne Alexander. There's Paul Samuels, disappointed. He had a tremendous start. And well done, Wayne Alexander.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 2 minutes and 9 seconds of the third round, the referee stops the contest. The winner and new light middleweight champion of Great Britain, Wayne Alexander. And to present the Lonsdale Belt, Wayne Alexander, the steward in charge, Dr. Ozzy Ross.
Now he was desperate to keep hold of it. Nice way to start. You can probably differ as to views as to how much he's got to learn about the game, but he has natural strength, natural athleticism and desire, and it was his night. And you called it right, it was a thriller, Brian.
Oh, absolute thriller. You won't get many more exciting 9 minutes than that. That was outstanding. And this guy, you know, he's no doubt about that, but God can he punch. He's got ferocious power. Anybody, he's a world-class puncher.
He doesn't like it when you call him Chinny.
He doesn't like to call him Chinny, but let's be honest. And his defence sometimes is deplorable. He pushes it up in the air, but he's got that old equaliser, and once he hits you, he just switches the lights off.
You have another argument there. More from Barry and from Kevin Lushing after we've heard from the winner.
Wayne, congratulations. It was every bit as good a fight as we thought it would be, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I thought he would have boxed more from the first round. But, you know, he caught me early. He shook me a little bit. My defence was a little bit lax. I stuck at it, and I said beforehand I'm the best punching light middleweight in the world.
He had a good start, didn't he, Samuels?
Yeah, he started off fast. I think he was struggling with the weight, so he tried to get it out, tried to get it overdone with quickly.
How badly were you hurt in those first couple of rounds?
I was more stunned than hurt. I was stunned. He got me some good shots, but I didn't go down, did I? So I'm not Chinny. I didn't go down.
What was Jimmy Tibbs saying to you in the corner?
He was saying, keep your head down, move your head more, move your head more. He's trying to bang you out in the first 3 or 4 rounds, so move your head more and weather the storm. I hit him some body shots that slowed him down a bit, and I caught him at the end.
Well, talk me through that third round, though. Sensational stuff.
Yeah, definitely. It was back and forth, wasn't it? I got him with a body shot, which really weakened him.
You said all along that you would have the extra power. That's what proved it.
Yeah, proved it, definitely.
And you're not Chinny.
No, definitely not, Barry. I'm not Chinny at all. Fourth Hammers can bang, and I never went down, did I?
And a great fight for the public as well. I mean, that's the sort of thing we should be seeing.
Definitely, yeah. I'm a crowd pleaser.
How does it feel to have that belt round you after so long of waiting?
It feels great. It's 15 years of waiting. It hasn't really sunk in yet, but hopefully I want to defend it 3 times and keep it outright. That's my main plan.
Anthony Farnell ringside. That'd be quite a challenge for you, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but I don't think he'll take it. He won't take me. But anyone.
So a little rest now, and congratulations.
Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Well done, Wayne.